come to a comfortable seat, or you can just start laying down on your back. And we're going to breathe in through our nose and expand. This is spine health, nervous system health, vestibular system health. In through our nose, all the way down our spine. Yesterday we used that flower imagery, which works in so many wonderful ways. As you're breathing, close those eyes and focus on your entire trunk, from the top of your lungs all the way to the bottom of that pelvic floor. And when you find a space that's stuck, I want you to put your favorite flower there. Just imagine that your favorite flower is sitting in that spot and it's closed up like a tight little bud first thing in the spring. And as you breathe in, you're going to literally watch that flower expand in your mind's eye right at that spot. And then gently let it close back down a little bit as you breathe out. Squeeze the air out. Don't crush your flower. It's a gentle squeezing. Squeeze the air out of that spot. And then as you breathe in, maybe you feel that spot expanding just a little bit. It's okay if you don't. It might take a while. And then squeeze that air out gently from that spot. Picture your flower. Picture the color your flower is. Mine is that gorgeous deep pink peony color. And then my flower's going to squeeze. And my flower's right at the base of my spine because that's where I get tight. Yours might be in a rib or under a shoulder blade or in your neck. As you breathe in through the nose, tongue gently rested on the roof of your mouth. Let that flower expand. All right, if you like to lay down for these and you haven't yet, let's go ahead and take a second, get comfy. We've got 3 full minutes of breathing. We got a whole 2 minutes right here. If you need to wiggle around a little bit to get that breath in, do it. Breathing in through your nose. Out through your nose. Squeeze it out. In through your nose again. If you want to hit your back right here, hit your back gently. Come on down. Feet can stay flat on the floor, or you can curl them up into your chest. Whoa, pop, 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 pop goes your spine. Oh wait, that's my spine. Deep breath in through your nose. And squeeze it out through your nose. And if your nose is feeling stuffy today, some air is going to come in and out of your mouth. That's totally fine. Your respiratory system, your breath. Breathing in. Squeeze it out. Breathing in. If you've got your legs pulled up, remember as you breathe in, you're really going to feel your ribs expand down. Thighs expand into or belly expands into your thighs. You can definitely have your feet down for this. Arms can relax by your side. You can put your hands onto your belly. That might feel really good. I like my thumbs up on my ribs and my pinky fingers down on my hip bones. And then I can feel myself expand in all directions. And squeezing out. Let's get that flower. Maybe if you've moved positions or you opened up one spot, you're going to take that flower. Oh, I'm going to put mine right here on my right hip. We're going to expand into that. Let that flower open up with oxygen. Whew, and squeeze it out through your nose. Open up. Squeeze it out. Maybe a few wiggles right here. You can roll your head on the ground, roll your hips on the ground. Maybe you find a new spot for that flower. Maybe now you pull your legs in. We've got 30 full seconds to breathe here, so get comfy. Start to build that fire with your breath. Wake your whole body up. In through your nose. Out through your nose. In through your nose. Out through your nose. and out. Expansive from the tops of your ribs all the way down to your pelvic. Breathe in. 360 degrees. Squeeze it out. Let's do 3 more breaths. If you start to feel lightheaded, you might need to take a big deep breath in and then let out through your mouth. One more. All right. Shake that body out. If at any point you guys start to feel lightheaded, you can let the air out through your mouth. A lot of times it's not that you're not getting enough air in, it's that you're not getting it fully squeezed out. So sometimes doing a breath through your mouth will help with that. We definitely don't want anybody getting too dizzy and passing out on us. Okay. Shake it out right here. Woo! Shake it out. Woo! Nice work. I want to start with our head nods, and then we will hit the ground to do our clams. But I want to get that head in line with our shoulders before we do anything else this morning. So gently guide those ears back over your shoulders. And then eyes are going to come up. This is a great place for that Alive, Awake, Alert, Enthusiastic song. Thank you, Jodine. And really pretend, if you're not feeling totally awake right now, lie to yourself. Tell yourself you're awake. It doesn't have to be movement and high energy and go, go, go. It can be awake just in the eyes. Just sparkling your eyes can really start to flow that electricity through your body. Eyes go up, eyes go down. Eyes go up, and as we come down, we're gently tucking that chin. You can even take your hands and guide that chin back, and you can give a little resistance through the rest of your spine. Up and down. Up. All right, I don't think we have anybody new today, so let's hit that puppy pose if it feels good to you. Guide that chin back, up and down, and get our breath back. In, expand. Oh man, if you forgot to pee before this, you're gonna feel this as you breathe. Just saying that for a friend. Totally. Up and down. Again, we're not sinking through our shoulders here. We're up nice and tall. Feel the belly expand as you breathe. Squeeze it out through the nose. In as you breathe, look up and out. Your breath does not have to match your movement here. I just find it easier. All right, if your spine is ready, woo, watch out for your weights if they're there from last night. Pressing, again, not letting our shoulders up into our ears, relaxing our jaw. Thank you, Lisa. For those of you that have room to lay out flat here, you're gently pressing the tops of your feet into the ground, looking up, breathing in. This is a great position to be able to feel your entire pelvic floor expand and contract. In through the nose, out through the nose. If this gets to be too much, pop back into that puppy pose or seated. All right, if you need to wiggle around, wiggle around. We've got 5 more head nods. Up. You guys, this is a lot. So if you need to rest from it or let it go at any moment, just do it. 3, 2. All right, meet me on your side. Upper body perpendicular to the ground. Lower body, I like mine 90 and 90, but whatever angle in your legs. Again, your head can be down here. Grab a pillow if you want to for your head. We're going to initiate with our breath. We're going to expand as we breathe in through our nose, and then as we contract, breathe out through our nose and lift that leg. Notice I'm not coming all the way up here, partly because my hip flexors are really tight and partly because it tips me over to the back. This motion is plenty. Definitely a great time to give your booty a rub. Nobody's watching. Well, I'm watching, but I won't tell anybody you rubbed your own booty. Wake it up. We want to feel this in our back body because we're going to use these muscles later and we want them to be awake. Otherwise, our big bully quads take over everything. We don't want our bully quads to take over. We want our booty to do the work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Switch sides. Want to love both halves of our booty evenly. Okay, I think I just disappeared. Okay. All right, get comfy. Keep that upper body nice and perpendicular to the ground. As we breathe in, we're going to expand through our entire rib cage and belly, and then squeeze it in and let our backside do the lifting. Initiate in the front, squeeze with the back, right? It's like this is the mullet of exercises. All the parties in the back. Yes, I just called clams a mullet. Breathing in through the nose, squeeze it out. If you need to slow that breath down to get it, or slow your motion down to get your breath back, do it. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring it on up. It is time for rolling. I was doing some reading about this, and there's a lot of reasons to do the rolling first. And if you think about the way a baby develops, they roll before they crawl. They probably roll before they even can hold themselves up on all fours. So that's the way that we're going to do it. So I have super limited space today because my kids took their Nana on a field trip yesterday, used this room. Come on down to your bellies, or definitely stay. For those of you that do the seated rolling, you know how to do it. Eyes are going to lead. I'm going to look up over my shoulder. Big stretch to begin with. Breathing in all the way down the side of our body. One more time. And then back to the center, other direction. For my East Coasters that have been up for a couple of hours, you might just go on with your rolling right here because you're already warm. In through the nose. Out through the nose, back to the center. We're going to speed that up just a little bit. Eyes are open and looking for that roll. All right, I want you guys to start to channel that inner 5-year-old. We'll find that grassy slope. My kids, definitely the Botanic Gardens here in Denver, all the way up into high school. They have loved to roll there. All right, let's get rolling. Woo! Remember, if you want a little bit more core challenge, you're going to lift your shoulders, you're going to lift your legs. I'm going to be careful today because my space is so limited. If you've got room, just keep that rolling going. Rolling going. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep that body rolling. Great place for I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert. I'm alert, awake, alive. I'm a rolling live. Okay. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. I want to hear you. Woo! Roll it. What would that 5-year-old do? Right? They'd be giggling and wooing. We've got 5 more. Woo! There's 4. Don't hit your head on anything. 3, 2, 1 more. Come on back. Woo! Holy moly. All right. Woo! Get your breath back. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Thank you guys. I love rolling with you. All right. Let's come into all fours. We are going to rock. We rolled. Now we're going to rock. Come on to all fours with me. Those toes under. We're going to stretch out through our entire body on this one. I'm going to actually turn. Make sure you can. There we go. All right, starting on all fours, toes are curled under. We're going to start by lifting that head up and looking all around that room, right? You learned how to roll. Now you're strong enough as a baby. That core is nice and strong from all that rolling. Sit back onto those heels and get ready to launch. That's what this rocking is for. Developmentally, that is why kids rock. Right here. Nice work, you guys. Eyes are up. Let's get that breath back. Squeeze it out. In through your nose, And then squeeze it out. If it helps as you rock back, you can pause and breathe in. And then squeeze it out, because rocked back, it's a great way to feel your belly expand against your ribs. Nice work. Once your wrists get warm, and remember, you can make fists right here if that's easier on your wrists. Rocking it out. Once you start to get warm, maybe your shoulders come in front of your wrists a little bit. Your body, you're rocking. If your range of motion is just a few inches in either direction, that's great. Really focus on the breath. You're going to get great core tightening work right here. Strengthening, not tightening, strengthening. Most important thing is that our eyes are looking out. All right, we're going to do 3 more, and then we're going to climb back onto our heels for that tiny seat pose. 2. All right, on this one, I want you to crawl it back. Let your head go. Drop that head down. This is a huge stretch for your entire spine, for your hips. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, we're going to crawl it forward. Only go as far as your hips want you to go. Eyes are back on the horizon. Drop those hips down. Come on back. Tiny, tiny seed pose. And then you're going to crawl it forward and expand. Drop those hips. Eyes go up. Just scoot back just a little bit so you can see me. Crawl it back onto those heels. Breathing in. Squeeze it out. Breathing in one more time. Let the head go. And then we're going to crawl it forward. Eyes go first so you can see where you're going. Breathe it in right here. Whoa, every bone in my hips just popped. In a good way. Squeeze it tiny. Come on back. One more expansive. Drop those hips, push through those toes, breathing in. And then right back to rocking. We got 10 more rocks right here. Hopefully slowing it down and coming into that seed pose made a ton of room. The breath, although it's really the breath that's doing all the work here. Maybe you go a little bit faster. If you lose your breath though, slow it down. There's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Shake it out. Shake, 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 shake. All right, you guys, it is time to crawl. If you already know this, your 3 minutes starts right now. I want you to crawl all around that room. Eyes are up, chest is up. So we're not letting our upper body sink down. We're staying nice and tall so that we can see what we're crawling for, right? Our baby has been doing so much work getting strong just so they could crawl. So now we got to make the most of that. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastically looking around my room and seeing what I can see. I apologize. There are probably dust bunnies somewhere, but that's okay. You can use your strong body to clean them up later. You can crawl backwards. You can crawl forwards. Remember, you can also crawl in place, which I'm going to take advantage of today because I have so little space right now. So I'm going to stay right here and I'm going to crawl. Crawl. You can get that same pushing motion. You can reach one arm forward, but notice my head is up the whole time. If you need to rest, you can take that head back in line with your spine and then use your entire back body to lift that heavy head. Keep going. You can do your slow crawl in place. Opposite arm, opposite leg. If you work on keeping that head and spine nice and tall, this is a great strengthening stability workout for your whole body, this crawling. I wonder if I can do that backwards. I'm going to try. Oh my gosh, that is so hard. If you haven't tried slow crawling backwards, try it. Opposite arm, opposite leg, big circles backwards. Holy moly, that'll fire up your core. Awesome. Explore your body in this crawl, you guys. Looking all around the room. You can cross crawl. Let's see if we can go. Hand goes across. Whoa! and then leg goes across. It's possible. It's totally possible. Let's try that again on the other side. Arm goes across, and then leg goes across. Super funny looking, but guess what? When you were a baby, you didn't care about being funny looking. You were just exploring your body, and that's what we're doing here. Keep it going. If you want to crawl out of the room, you've got 1 full more minute of crawling, so play with it. Leave the room if you want to. I'll call you back. Turn your volume up so you can hear me. Crawling. I love that slow side crawl. Woo, for opening up the hips. My head's getting a little bit tired, my neck, so I'm going to drop it down for a minute, but then I'm going to bring it back up and get curious about your room. What is on those shelves? If you're on your kitchen floor, what do your baseboards look like? Maybe there's a project for later today. Once you can crawl around and clean your baseboards. You're welcome. Okay, you guys, a little giggle right here. Maybe you need to tell yourself your favorite joke. Deep breath. Oh my gosh, I totally lost my breath. Deep breath in through the nose. Squeeze it out as you crawl. This is a great place for that tiger breath. In through your nose. And then verbalize it through the back of the throat and out the nose. Crawling. Nice work, guys. 15 more seconds. So if you left the room, come on back in. We miss you. Come back to us. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Let's give those wrists a little roll. Oh my gosh, that got me sweaty. If that crawling is not getting you guys sweaty, please let me know, because it should. Crawling is hard work. And I'm not kidding. Like, I won't feel like you're saying, oh, it's too easy for me, because everybody's body is different. Especially like if you've got little kids, or like you're much better at cleaning your house than I am, you might crawl. And so we need to make it challenging. All right, speaking of challenging, it is time for the stand-up get down. So remember, you can do this from a couch, you can do this from a chair, you can do it off the edge of a super sturdy table, or you can come all the way down to the floor like me. If you don't have your music cranking, take a second and go get that music cranking. I want to just really quickly remind you guys, when you sit all the way down. So whether you're on a chair or whatever you're on, you're going to sit all the way down. Unweight your feet if you're seated up on something, and that'll do it. And then you're going to shift your weight to one side. Both feet can be on the floor, but you're going to shift your weight to one side as you stand up, and 1 on each side is 1. And we've got 10. So from the floor, I'm going to lean to one side. You can put your hands down if you need to. That is totally all right. And then your back foot, as you come up to all fours, is going to become your front foot, and then you can climb up on that leg. A little dance in the middle, and then we're going to switch sides. So as we sit down on one hip, we're going to lean forward, that back foot comes up, and we're going to crawl up onto that leg, okay? Let me know if you guys need me to cue that again. For those of you that are just working on getting up from the floor, a lot of times when we slow it down, I think it actually makes it more confusing. So let me know if I just confused you. All right, guys, if you need more, remember, woo, jump at the top. And definitely woo to jump at the top. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert. I'm alert, awake, alive. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. Woo! The problem with singing is that it makes it really hard to keep that breath. Let's go back to that breath. Hopefully you've got music cranking, or your music is in your head. I got the music in me. I got the music in me. Breathing, guys, in through the nose and squeezing it out. We've got our whole body engaged right now. We need to get it oxygen. So breathe it in. Your whole body is that flower now. And squeeze it out. Breathing in. And squeeze that air out from our low dantian. Down onto the hip. And back up. I hope you guys are counting. Are you guys counting? No, no one's counting. Luckily for you, I could not do this all day. Woo! We've got 4 more. You guys got this. Get strong. strong through the whole body. Even if you don't jump at the top, maybe you just come up on your toes and then bring it on down. We've got 3 more. Woo-hoo. 1 on that side. All the way down to your booty, no cheating. Ooh, I saw that. Get all the way down to your booty when you go down. And down and up. Oh, much better. Much better. Way to go. 1 more. 1 on that side. I'm going to jump on these. You guys got me so fired up. I'm going to jump on this one too. Woo! All right. Way to go, you guys. All right. Stay standing. If you're standing, I'm coming down just so you can see my whole body. And I don't have to move that camera. And I'm on a carpet, so I'm okay on my knees. You guys stay standing. We're just going to bring that heart rate down. Nice and easy. So my hands go back. My chest goes out. My hands go forward. I'm going to curl it down. Keep that breath going. And down. And open it up. Another great place for that flower. Close it down. Open it up. And close it down. All right, let's get to our arm circles. You guys can definitely stay standing for these. I just want to be where you can see me. Arm circles forward. You know it's coming. Don't let it throw you. Arm circles back. Maybe your arm circles are right here. Your arms, your circles. All right, you guys are ready for this. Arms come up. 1 arm forward, 1 arm back. It is not easy. And luckily for you, Sharon reminded me of one that we haven't done in a while. A little brain buster. Switch directions. You guys got this. Doesn't matter how big your circles are right here. We're just going opposite. Arms go opposite directions. All right, we got another one here as our heart rate's starting to come down. I want you to put your right hand on your head and your left hand on your belly. You know what's coming. Rub that belly and pat your head. 1 hand rubs and the other hand pats. You can do it. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert. I'm alert, awake, alive. I'm alive, awake, alert. Switching sides now. Other hand on your head. Get patting. Rub, rub. Oh, okay. This side is definitely harder for me. Interesting. I'm sure some neuroscientist could tell me why this side is so much harder. Rubbing our belly, patting our head. 5, 4, 3. Don't hold your breath. 2 and 1. All right, guys. Nice work. All right. We are going to do those chest openers. This is a lot. If it's too much for you to lay on your back and do this, you could definitely just do this right here with your arms up and pull back. The key here is to pull that bottom rib, right? When you're laying on the ground, it's easy because you can feel your spine against the ground. Seated, it's a little bit harder to feel your spine. Pulled back and arms in line with your ears. Okay, I think for most of us it has been working to lay down on the ground. So come on down to the ground with me. Great place to call your dogs or your cats in. Get that head comfy on the floor. Just let it go. Let your head go down to the floor and then just drop your spine. Your whole spine goes down onto the ground. Right? There's obviously some natural curves in your spine. We're not trying to flatten out those natural curves. We're just trying to let gravity take our spine. Arms go out to the sides. Move a little bit so you guys can see. There we go. So my arms are perpendicular to my body here. Palms back on the ground. Deep breath in right here. And then just slowly, we're going to roll our palms so our palms are on the ground. You're going to feel a big stretch through your chest and through your whole arm right here. Let gravity have your shoulders. Breathing in. Squeeze it out through your nose. For me, I put those flowers on my biceps right here because that's where I feel tight. You might feel it in your wrists, your shoulders, your chest. Breathe that flower open. And then gently squeeze it out. Don't squish your flower. And then roll your palms the other direction. One breath right here. And then palms go back forward down onto the ground. So we're making a T shape and our palms are on the ground and we're letting everything go. I feel my shoulders really start to creep forward here. We want to roll those shoulder heads back. Let them be wide. Let the ground have your shoulders. Breathing in. All right, shake those arms out. We're going to bring them up. So our fingertips point straight up. Our upper arm is still right where it was. Fingertips point straight up into the air. And then we're going to very slowly let gravity have the back of our hands. So our elbows are staying on the ground, upper arms on the ground, shoulders on the ground. And maybe they only come down a couple of inches before you start to feel your shoulders curl forward and your ribs curl forward. Once you feel that, it's time to stop and breathe into it. Put those flowers where you feel the tightness and breathe into it. Maybe the backs of your hands come all the way down to the floor, but only if you can breathe into it. If you hold your breath for this, you've gone too far. You need to pull your hands back up. If this isn't enough, you can let those legs out straight and long and breathe into that. That is too much for my lower back this morning. Breathing in. Slowly bring your hands back up, fingertips point to the sky. We're going to do that one more time. Let gravity have the back of your hands. Keep breathing. Huge opener for our entire front body right here, you guys. All of those puzzles and knitting and reading and FaceTime and computer time, all that stuff we do, cooking, all that stuff is forward in front of us. We need to open up our body so we can breathe. Let everything go in through. Breathe in through the nose. Close that flower gently as you breathe it out. All right, shake that body out. Roll over onto one side and come and join me in a comfy seat. Woo, hello. Come and join me in a comfy seat. Shoulder rolls, whatever you need to do to get comfortable. Come to a seat, and we are going to do the most important part right here, which is to thank ourselves, thank each other. I thank every single one of you. Again, I just have to say I am so excited about the potential for us as a group to make a sizable donation to some folks that can really use our help right now. So again, let me know if there is somebody who could use our help, and do not let that $35 piece be an inhibitor. If you know someone who needs this, we will figure out a way to get them in. So yeah, so feel free to share it. Okay, here we are. Most important part, guys. Arms go wide. We're gonna wrap them around our body. Right? Wrap them around, get those arms around as far as you can, close your eyes, and get that picture in your mind of the person that you would most like a hug from right now. Get them in there, and we're going to squeeze. Squeeze. Oh my gosh, get that hug, you guys. It is real. That energy is real. This is not woo-woo. This is real. Squeeze yourself. Get that hug. And then let it go. Okay, now we've gotten a hug. Now we got to give a hug. Arms go out. Wrap them around the other direction. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Get a picture of that person that you would most like to give a hug to. Right here, right between your eyeballs. Really picture that person, what they're wearing. What do they smell like? What do they feel like? Squeeze, 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 squeeze that person. And then open your eyes. Tell yourself, thank you for being here today. Way to start your day with mobility. Let me know if you guys have questions about the challenge and how we can get this rolling to make a big donation to folks that need it right now. And we need the movement. So thank you for being here. And tonight it's Thursday. So I will see you right back here for strength and cardio, 6 o'clock tonight. All right. Bye, guys.